Claude Code doesn't work like a typical chat window, where you copy code back and forth by hand. It operates directly on your project, reading files, proposing and applying edits, running shell commands like tests and builds, and iterating on what it actually sees happen. If a fix doesn't pass the test suite, it can run that test itself and try again, closing a loop that plain chat leaves entirely to you. Claude.md is a project-level file Claude Code reads automatically at the start of every session. Think of it as the standing context you'd otherwise explain to a new teammate once. Build and test commands, code style, architectural notes, things to avoid. Keep it current. A stale Claude.md giving the wrong build command is worse than having none at all. And focus it on what isn't already obvious from the code. Your linter config already documents lint rules, so Claude.md doesn't need to repeat them. Hooks let you run your own scripts automatically at defined points in Claude Code's workflow, before a tool runs, right after a file edit, when a session starts. Teams use them to auto-format a file the moment it's edited, block a dangerous command pattern before it executes, log every tool call for an audit trail, or run a fast slice of tests after any change. In short, hooks turn a rule you'd otherwise just hope the model remembers into something automated and enforced. Slash commands are reusable. Named prompts you invoke with a / and a name, optionally passing arguments, a way to package a multi-step or carefully worded task so nobody has to retype it. A team might define a review command that runs a standard code review pass with house-specific criteria or a deploy check command for a pre-deployment checklist. They're typically just files in a project's configuration directory, so they're easy to version control and share. Claude Code can also invoke specialized subagents, separate agent configurations, each with their own instructions, and optionally a restricted tool set for a particular kind of work like code review or research. The value is a clean, focused starting context tailored to that job, rather than inheriting the entire ongoing conversation, which both improves quality on the subagent's task and keeps the main session's context lean. Claude Code can also run non-interactively, invoked from a script or CI pipeline with a prompt and no human present to approve each step. That's what makes it usable inside automated workflows, CI checks, batch code migration jobs, scheduled maintenance tasks, rather than only as an interactive pair programmer. It's a big part of what the architect-level books mean by treating Claude Code as a production engineering platform, not just a developer convenience. Because Claude Code can execute real commands and edit real files, it operates under a permission model. Certain actions, running shell commands, editing files, network access, can require explicit approval, be pre-authorized through configuration, or be denied outright, depending on setup. Treat Claude Code's access the way you treat any teammates. Scope to what the task actually requires, with things like force pushes, production deploys, or data deletion deserving extra scrutiny no matter how permissions are configured. If you have Claude Code installed, try this. Create a minimal Claude.md for a small existing project describing its build and test commands and one-house convention. Then ask Claude Code to make a small, safe change, adding a docstring to one function, and watch how it reads your Claude.md, proposes the edit, and, if configured, runs any relevant checks afterward. To recap, Claude Code operates directly on a real project, closing the feedback loop plain chat leaves to you. Claude.md carries standing context it reads automatically. Keep it accurate and focused. Hooks enforce automated behavior at defined points. Encoding policy instead of relying on prose reminders. /commands package reusable prompts. Subagents handle specialized work with clean, focused context. And headless mode is what enables CI and automation use cases, with permissions gating real actions throughout.